Well, hi everybody. How is everybody? I know everybody's been waiting for this video. I know I have. We're going to make today the pincushion doll. Yes, the moment we've all been waiting for. There she is. This is my assistant. This is Emily. And she's been sewing with me for many, many years. She's a great sewing partner, great listener. Anyway, I just want to take a moment and say hi to everybody, and I hope that you're enjoying the group. Please make sure that you are posting your projects, and also you're welcome to do live videos, or you can even videotape it and download it to the group. Please share. We got a lot of new sewers too, and so we're excited about that. This is going to be a real quick, easy peasy Christmas present if you want, or gifting. But be sure, I got to move my camera, so hold on. Be sure to visit Carrie's Bling Box on the Facebook group. She's got an awesome page. She sells awesome, beautiful jewelry. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, Emily, she just loves this necklace. But anyway, make sure that you go to Carrie's Bling Box, all in capital letters, and you can find it in the Facebook group. She's been a great inspirator, and we're so grateful that she's a part of the group too. Okay, so we will get started. We're going to say goodbye to Emily. Goodbye, Emily. And we're going to move Emily out of the way. And now we're going to get finally to our project. Okay, let me just get set up. We're going to bring the camera down. Now, I know everybody's been wanting me to show the pattern. I do have the pattern. Everybody wants me to download it. Well, guess what? I'm not computer savvy. I don't know how to do that. So we will do it the old-fashioned way, just the way I learned it. And if you know how to draw a straight line and you know how to draw a curve, you can do this. This is an easy peasy project, and I will explain the pattern to everybody in great details. Let me sit down. Okay, I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera. All right, I'm also going to take pictures. You will find this picture with all the measurements in the comments below, okay? The easy peasy way is to take a piece of paper and fold it in half. And this is the shape that we're coming out with, okay? Now, the measurements, let me just explain to them real quick, real easy peasy. The doll is 7 inches tall, okay? From shoulder to shoulder, she's 3.5 inches wide. Her waist is 2.5 inches, and her hips are 4.5 inches. And the easy peasy way is to take a piece of paper and draw half it out. And when you cut it out, you might want to reshape it. The hips might be a little bit big. The neck might not be rounded enough, but that's what you can do. You can take a piece of paper and a pen and a ruler and a pair of scissors, and once you have the pattern, great, then we can go on to the next step. But I will have a picture of this. I don't know how to download it. If anybody knows how to download, I'm a very busy person. I'm sorry. I have many orders I have to fill. Also, I'm trying to work on my projects as well, because our next video is going to be on some fall projects, and that's where we're going to get into a little bit of more quilting. Easy, great for beginners. Plus, we will show more videos on the machine, more details, and we're trying to encourage our new sewers out there to continue to sew on. It's a lot of fun. It sure is. Okay, so we're going to just put that there. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you what I have so far. Okay, already I had cut it out. I started sewing it, but I just wanted to show you. What I do is I put right sides together and I start sewing. And how I sew it, I do about a 1/4 inch seam. I back stitch it, and then I go all the way around and work all the way around, and I completely sew it. Now with the curves, you might want to put that pressure foot down a little bit, and then if you get near a curve that you have to work it to make it more curvy, you can lift up that pressure foot with the needle down and position the material, and this way we can have her curves in which is important because she's a curvy doll. Okay, we're going to move the camera and we're going to reposition it, and we're going to go and we're going to aim it towards the work area that I'm at. And this is the machine area that we're going to do our work on. Okay, so I'm going to finish sewing this. We're going to drop our needle down. If you have an older machine, you would have to go in the back on the side. There's a wheel. You have to turn it forward. Drop your needle down. Put your pressure foot down and drop the needle. Now, the great awesome thing about this machine and some of the brothers' machines, and I'm not sure if others have it, but there's 3 speeds. This is great because I use all 3. You're going to use all 3. If you're a beginner, you will love this machine. We will also go more into depth teaching on this machine with the decorative stitches as we go along. Okay, I'm going to use my pressure foot, but with this machine you can unplug your pressure foot, press the button, and just sew. Okay, so we're going to work around the curves. And we're going to finish it out. We're almost to the bottom. Stop. Keep your needle in. Back stitch. This does it automatically. Love these computerized machines. And finish off. Lift up needle. Pressure foot up. And snip your threads. Okay. Now the next step we need to do is we need to turn it inside out. We need to turn it inside out, okay? We need to go back. I gotta move the camera again, people. I'm sorry. But here we go. Move it back to our workstation because that's where we're gonna concentrate the most. This tells the whole story. Okay, so when we're done, we're gonna flip her inside out. We're going to use maybe a wooden piece of stick or whatever. You don't want to use anything pointy. If you're going to use scissors, make sure they're rounded, blunt, so that you don't poke holes in it. Turn it inside out. And the next thing you're going to do is we're going to run a hem around the bottom of that. Now, you can use your sewing machine to make a hem, which I do because I think it makes it look neater, even though you will not be seeing it. Or you can use needle and thread. I do use needle and thread for the next process, okay? You can also do the gathering stitch on your machine, and I'll explain about that too. Or you can do what we call a running gathering stitch. Now if you don't know how to do that, you can go on YouTube. There's plenty of people that can show you how to hand sew. There's different stitches that you can learn, and it's great because you also do hand sewing and machine sewing at the same, well, you're going to do it regardless, you know. Sometimes you have to. Okay, all right, so what I did with my doll for the stuffing, we use polyfill. Now, from her waist to her neck, we use polyfill. We fill it up real tight, make sure that it's nice, puffy. She's got pretty shapes. I put her in a glass jar like that, okay? I have my gathering stitch, okay, already around. I filled her with some rice, and now I'm going to take this piece of wood and work the rice down so that it keeps it nice and tight. The rice will help for the weight. That's what we want it for. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the polyfill into a ball. And now the next thing, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, there's one more other thing we need. Is our cardboard circle. Now that, it all depends on what size the bottom of your doll comes out. But this is what we do, is we stuff it, hold it down, we take the cardboard and we actually put it inside the bottom of the doll, work it around, okay, and I usually have somebody to help me to tie the strings. And then what you do is you take your gathering strings, which of course they're not going to cooperate because they know they're being videotaped. And what you do is you just pull it tight, and then you knot it a couple of times. Okay? Then when you take her out of the jar, you work the bottom around. And that's what the bottom's going to look like. Okay. Then you're going to take a piece of felt, and you're going to cut it to size. Now this is a little bit big for her, but I'll cut it down. And easy peasy, all you do is you glue it right down. And then if you want, it's optional, you can take a thread and you can tack it down around to give it more of a little bit of a professional look. Now, for decorative use, you can use all different types of laces, as you can tell. We have lace you can put on. You can actually make a dress or a skirt, or you can actually make a apron. Very easy, just a couple squares sewn over, little pockets, put some stuff in it, voila, if you want. I made these. Now these are my stick pins that I use. I go accordingly to the color of the material. And then these are little tiny flowers that I made for my dolls. So this is what we use to embellish with, okay? It came out pretty good. I like the stick pins, they're pretty awesome. What I do is I use beads, and I use a little bit of tacky glue to keep the beads in place so they don't slide and move around. Now, if you want to keep the pins in stationary so they don't move around or fall out, you can take a little bit of glue on the end of the pin and stick it in, and the chances of them coming out is a lot slim. They're a little bit tighter in there. This is, like I said, this is a very easy peasy project. You can do all kinds of things with this particular doll. You can take a small glass or a wooden candlestick. Now you can buy the bigger ones, they're clear, at Dollar Tree for like $1. And then all you do is you just glue it on, and she stands up pretty fancy. Okay. So that's an option that you can add to your doll. Alright. Some people, they shorten the bottom of the doll, and then they stick a stick in it, and they put a base on it, and that's how they do their dolls. So, but this particular doll is real quick. It only takes less than 30 minutes of sewing to really put the whole thing together, as far as sewing it, stuffing it, preparing the bottom for it, and the embellishment takes a little bit longer. You know, we're just a little bit fussy on how it's embellished. Also, make sure that you work the bottom of the doll so that you can get that perfect shape in her. Let's see, like that. I'm sorry, it's not the greatest. Okay, so that's how we make this doll. Like I said, I will have a picture of it, and what you can do with it is you can go into the comments, you can see the picture, you can tap on the picture, and you can press save to phone, and it'll be directly onto your phone. And this way you just take your picture, enlarge it. There's the measurements for it. It's easy peasy. A lot of us people, we don't have the fanciness of downloading a lot of things. But if anybody could download it for me, that would be great. I don't know how to do that, and I don't really have time for it. I apologize for that. Okay, our next video is we're going to do a fall somewhat quilted blanket. It's going to be my own private design. It's going to be really awesome. I'm looking forward to it because we have a lot of beautiful material to go with it. I get all my stuff from Walmart. I can't go anywhere because our state, we're still closed down. I don't know about you guys, but we are. Like this, for instance. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's got the little truck with the pumpkins in it. I bought this last year with the leaves in it. And let me show you what else we got real fast. We have that. That is awesome. That's applique. Alright. We have that material. And of course I had to get one for Christmas. Of course. You know. But I'm an artist. So I do a lot of artwork too as well. And what I did was I took these and I traced them with tracing paper. And what I do is really easy. I take what we call a flower towel. Okay. I think I showed a couple of pictures. And I open it up, press it out. I take a regular pen and I draw it right out on the material, and then I paint it. I paint it with regular paint, cheap paint, you know, from Walmart. The key is if you do any painting on fabric, which we will be doing, to make sure that the paint doesn't get washed away, you let it dry completely, and then you take a hot iron and you press it right into the material, and it sets the paint. So I'll be showing that a little bit later on too. But anyway, I wanted to get this video out to you as quick as possible. I've had multiple requests for it, and I wanted to get it to you, to share it with you. So I hope you have fun making these, but I would ask you, please, if you do make them, would you please post it on this group so we can see your beautiful creations? Okay, well, we had fun today, so we're going to say goodbye for now, and we hope that you will join us again. I also have another group. It's called the Craft Garden, Crafting for Fun. It's a real fun group. We do a lot of awesome things. We also do a lot of clay work too. All kinds of crafts. It's just unbelievable. But it's great. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen and everybody, and all my older sewers and my new sewers and all those that are just watching, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go to Carrie's Bling Box on Facebook. Find her page. It's all in capital letters. And make sure that you check it out. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and happy sewing, everybody. Bye for now.